venture capitalists, Mayfield Fund, Klein and Perkins, they all started to become very active in the Valley, and we became very close to them. They relied on us for deal flow, and we relied on them for deal flow. And as these companies matured, they want to access the public markets. They want to go public. And we were involved with the IPOs of a number of them, including Apple, more recently Google, Sun Microsystems. And so that's kind of been our specialty, working with these emerging growth, high technology companies from beginning to liquidity to the time when they become, in a few cases, these multi-billion-dollar companies. And so if you are involved with something in technology, you're probably going to run into one of our companies. And we've grown in size. I got here in 1971, and I was the 9th or 10th lawyer. Now we have 600 lawyers. This was our only office in the beginning, right here in Palo Alto. Now we have offices in San Diego, Palo Alto, San Francisco, Seattle, Austin, Texas, Washington, D.C., New York City, Delaware, Beijing, Hong Kong, Shanghai, and we've just opened an office that focuses on antitrust in Brussels. So that's kind of what's happened with us, and what I'd like to do is turn it over to Consul General Battocchi, who will take it from here. And again, welcome.
Thank you very much, Mario, for your hospitality. I really believe that the delegation from Tuscany can be proud of being here today. As you mentioned, your firm is indeed very important by now in the whole of the United States, especially for here. Thanks to the hard work and intelligence that you guys have poured into this company now, as you mentioned, you can't bump into a technology company around here and just somehow, without getting in touch with the company that is connected with you, has worked with you, or is owned also partly by your firm. And this is the guarantee, anyway, that this meeting will be a fruitful meeting. Myself, my name is Mauro Battocchi. I'm Consul General of Italy in San Francisco. I've been for 6 months in San Francisco. My previous incarnations were in different sectors. I was in the energy sector until September 2012. And so you can imagine it's very exciting to be in this part of the world because so many things are happening in the technological world, in the energy world. This is a sort of renaissance area. In many ways, this is where new ideas are coming to life, the same way as 100 years ago or more, things were developing and being born in Tuscany, where you guys are coming from. Now, I think that today you will be able, talking to our American guests, you will be able to have an interesting picture of our manufacturing system. We have a pretty diverse group of companies coming from Tuscany, giving a snapshot of the different sectors in which the Tuscan industry is focused. In a way, Tuscany represents also the Italian economy, a very diverse economy with a strong focus on manufacturing. Not many people know that Italy is still, after Germany, the country with the highest per capita industrial output in the world. This is higher than Japan and higher than the United States. That means that manufacturing is really our strength. Probably we're lagging behind still in the service sector, and that's where we have to become more competitive and more open to the world market. But in manufacturing, we've been on the markets, on the global markets for by now more than 50 years, since the European community was created. And definitely Italy has become an incredible export-oriented economy. markets, specific markets for specific products, Italy is the world leader, the country that has the highest export level. That tells a lot, and it tells the fact. Tells on the fact that in spite of the political, economical changes happening in our country at the moment, Italy is definitely here to stay as a major economic player on the world scene. After all, we're talking about a $2.2 billion economy. It is larger still than India and Russia, in spite of all the Russian oil and gas. Still, the added value made in Italy, a country that doesn't have any natural resource, only the beauties of its sea and its hills and its mountains. Again, 2.2 is a big number, higher than Russia, in spite of all these obstacles. Now, there's a transition happening. We are going towards a different future. The IT sector is developing very fast. We were talking about that yesterday in Mountain View. There was a conference called the Italian Innovation Day. It was a clear picture of a new Italy coming about, an Italy of startup companies that are developing very fast. Probably now, more than in the past, the technological engineering competencies that in Italy are abundant, high quality, and with a relatively competitive cost. These resources are now used to generate new companies, startup companies. This is maybe due to the fact that there are less security, there's not such a safety net as in the past for the younger generation. So the younger generation is more risk inclined, less risk averse. They're going into the IT market with bold ideas, and here in Silicon Valley they can find the allies that can help them become global through their mentorship, through the business and financial services that this part of the world is excelling in. And this is one path, the IT path, but let's not forget that manufacturing and industrial manufacturing, precision machinery, as well as consumer goods, will still be Italy's strength. What is happening, and will be happening more and more, is an increasing rate of technology applied to manufacturing. And probably this is the frontier where many of the companies that are here today are now moving, applying new technologies, innovating process and products, and using these new tools to remain competitive against competition that is now truly global. It's really from China to India to Brazil, Latin America. As you can understand, it is obvious that Italy and Silicon Valley, they have lots of things to discuss together and to do together. In Italy, you have this product orientation. Italians are very good at creating engineering products, artisanal products, and we understand that here, you guys can give this, the product, you can give a business plan, a management structure, a global market validation, and then a global dimension. So definitely a win-win situation. I do hope that there will be important follow-ups from this meeting. And as far as we're concerned, the Consulate General in San Francisco, namely Stefano Mancini, that is sitting there hiding, please stand up so everybody can see you, will be at your service whenever you want to somehow want to have more information and you want to engage with us in different ways, for this meeting as well as for other meetings. Thanks again, Mario, for your wonderful hospitality. I wish you all the best possible outcome for this meeting. Grazie a tutti e buon lavoro.